At 2 o'clock, the riders are out on the track again. It's becoming clear that Laguna is, above all, a test of riding ability. The bikes have so much power, there's a limit to what the teams can do to tailor the machine's behavior to this tight, difficult track.
Physics are physics. You can only accelerate so hard to keep the front wheel on the ground, and that's basically what we're struggling with, you know? I mean, you'd like to be able to hit it everywhere, but you can't. You got to keep the front wheel down.
So this was a hard part of the track. You'd come out of turn 6. You never get the full throttle all the way up that straight, which it looks like we'd be at full throttle. You just carry the front wheel about half a centimeter all the way up the hill and then just hit it down the backside. If you got it down the backside, then you could keep your momentum going. But if you tapped your wheel on the top of that little rise, then it would screw you all up. So you're trying to get it over to the backside. Just a timing issue.
Carry the front wheel half a centimeter in the air, all the way up the hill at 150 miles an hour, put it down just over the rise. It's just a timing issue. How do you do that? MotoGP is full of people who live and breathe the sport, but hardly anyone can actually do it. One of the first things insiders will tell you is that only a handful of men in the world can master a MotoGP bike. What does it take to do this? How do you become a MotoGP star? One thing that Rossi and the Americans have in common is families with racing in their blood. Rossi's father, Graziano, was a Grand Prix rider himself, and Valentino started racing as a child. Kenny Roberts Jr. is the son of 3-time world champion and current MotoGP team owner, King Kenny. Hopkins' father, Roy, competed in the Isle of Man TT as a teenager. John was racing by the time he was 4. A Grand Prix is like a heist. Beating the best riders on the fastest bikes in the world is more than a matter of racing ability. It requires expert teamwork, elaborate preparation, and faultless execution under massive pressure with no margin for error. The race is on Sunday at 2 p.m. The teams arrive on Wednesday. They have 4 days to crack the code of the racetrack and set up the bike for this particular collection of twists, turns, and elevation changes. The riders practice on Friday and Saturday, 2 days to master the track and prepare themselves for racing combat at speeds of over 200 miles per hour on the fastest tracks. There are 17 races on the MotoGP calendar, each at a different circuit, presenting different challenges. The Red Bull US Grand Prix at Laguna Seca is a particularly difficult proposition. Laguna is one of the most technically demanding and physically intimidating circuits on the planet. More than that, this is the first Grand Prix on US soil since 1994. Most of the riders have never been here before.